Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are all doing great. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. My name is Dana. I'm a mama to 4 little ones, and here on my channel, I love sharing our homeschooling journey. And just so you get an idea of where we are at in life right now, we have a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. So as you can tell from the title down below, today is going to be a little bit of a gift guide, so gift ideas and things like that, specifically for, I would say, like 5 to 10 years old. But I'm going to say that it is very specific for a 7-year-old little girl and a 9-year-old little boy. And what I mean by very specific is they're the ones that actually helped me build this list. So I'm really excited to show you guys what are the things that they are just loving right now, things that they picked out, things that we either have in our home currently, some things that are kind of on their Christmas wish list, and just all the fun little gift ideas. About a month and a half ago, we received the Rainbow Resource Center, their Christmas catalog. We always look forward to their Christmas catalog, and this year it was no exception. I love having actual physical catalogs just because our kiddos aren't old enough to really browse online or anything like that. So it really helps me get some really fun ideas and really helps me see things that they're just loving, things that make them light up, things that they just love and can't stop talking about, like all those little things. And it always kind of makes me flash back to my childhood because my grandmother had a ton of catalogs, like physical catalogs. And so around the holidays, whenever we would go over to her house, she would always have us sit down with our little color-coded markers and circle all of the things that just made our hearts happy. And then she would kind of pick and choose from the things that we circled. So it kind of was a flashback to that type of season. And so I love seeing my kids sit down with physical catalogs and just circling all the things that make them excited. So anyways, with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the list. We're gonna start in the top and just work our way down and see everything that just made my 7 and 9-year-old absolutely light up for the past month. So I don't have everything broken up into like specific categories. However, the first handful of things just happen to be in the arts and crafts category. But the first thing that they had circled in that catalog was the paint by sticker books. They love these books. They've had several of them. And the ones that they circled is my daughter picked the one with the puppies on it because she's all about puppies right now. And then my son picked the one with, I want to say there was like a dinosaur. I think it was the dinosaur one. So I had the paint by sticker books as one of their top picks for just that fun, artsy little activity to do. They love doing these at night in their room. We have a rough bedtime. It's not really a strict bedtime, but a rough bedtime around 8:30. And around 8:30, they will pick a book or pick an activity to do quietly in their beds so they wind down at night. Or sometimes they'll do paint by sticker books while we're doing family either devotions, or we'll do a family read aloud at night to get everyone kind of calm and ready for bed. That's one of my favorite ways to get them ready for bed, is just by reading, and then while they're reading, they'll do the paint by sticker book. Anyways, I need to move quicker. I can't stay on one thing this long, otherwise this will be a long video. So we'll try to move quick here. The next thing is a latch hook kit. This is something that I loved as a kid, and it's something that my kids had circled and they really wanted to try since they haven't tried it. So definitely recommend latch hook kits. I loved them again as a kid. Me and my sister both got them every year for quite a few consecutive years, but we love those. Another one that my daughter had actually circled is a punch needle kit. These are so fun, and I think they're actually a little bit more simple, from what I understand anyway, than the latch hook kits. The latch hook is great for the 7 to 9-year-old, but the punch needle kits just look like a ton of fun too, and I've actually never tried that, so that would be a new craft. The next thing that they have circled are the diamond, I guess they're diamond gem painting kits, but they're little crystals, and you put one crystal at a time on each one. This is the one that she had her eyes on, and I love these, but if you are concerned about the little tiny gems getting everywhere, I would highly recommend getting a large cookie sheet that has like the edges on it and putting the activity on there and then keeping it up. That way they can get it down and you're not having to worry about them going everywhere. We've done that for the past 2 years because this is her 3rd consecutive year getting one of these little diamond gem kits because she loves them so much. And we are gonna do that again this year. So she'll probably end up putting the thing on top of her bunk bed, and then that will be her little thing that she does at night, is the diamond gem painting. I think they're really sweet. Another thing that she had circled is a clay jewelry kit. I liked this one in particular because it wasn't the plastic beads. She's had some of the plastic beads kits, but this one in particular just really made her light up because it was a clay-based jewelry. So she was excited about designing her own thing there. Another thing she had circled that's also craft related is, it was, I think maybe on the first page of the Rainbow Resource catalog, and that was a snowflake kit where you design your own little sparkly snowflakes, and that caught her eye, and it was really just all she talked about for the day was like making her own sparkly snowflakes. So I love that, and I had to share it because again, that just made her light up. Another thing that they circled a lot of are small Lego kits, not the large ones. My little ones love Legos, but because they're at the ages where they're really just now getting involved into getting the actual structured kits, the really big sets can overwhelm them. So we're starting out pretty basic. Last year we did get a couple just the little simple like birds or animals ones, but these ones in particular, my daughter circled the helicopter one, there's a puppies one, my son I think circled the pirate ship, and then some other animals, a snowmobile and things like that. And then there was another one that I saw that I thought would be so darling, and both of them would adore it, but it is an actual bird with little baby birds in the nest, and I love this so much. My kiddos love all things like animals and nature things, so I thought this would be a perfect fit for them. I don't know if it was in that catalog or not. I think I might have just seen it online, but I ended up adding that to my cart or wish list as a potential Christmas gift item since I'm still kind of piecing together some things. But little small Lego sets is definitely one of their top picks right now. So the next thing they had circled is another art thing, and it is a paint by number set. They both love doing anything paint by number, color by number. It is something really, really fun and that they enjoy, and again is a great kind of like evening quiet time activity as they're winding down, getting ready for bed. So moving on to something that was circled more than anything else in their catalog, and that was this set of double cap guns for my son and daughter. They do everything together. So they wanted this set in particular because they could have matching ones, each has their own holster, and then I would probably get multiple packs of the extra caps to go with that as like the main little imaginative play type gift. And then I believe the brand on Rainbow Resources website for costumes, I want to say is Little Adventures, I could be wrong, but in this line a lot of their costumes are just darling. They're so cute. The other thing, if you're a fan of Little House on the Prairie like we are, they have a Little House on the Prairie bear family. This is so cute. It reminds me a lot of the Calico Critters, but little tiny bear family, and they're all dressed up in Little House on the Prairie costumes, as you can tell. It's just so cute, and it comes with like a little log cabin. And even though my daughter is 7, she loves things like this so much. She just loves other cute little tiny characters, and we do not have the Calico brand or the Calico Critter brand. The brand that we do have quite a bit of is the Honeybee Acres ones, and those have held up really nicely, and I've been really pleased with the quality, and they are a whole lot cheaper than the Calico Critters. So the next thing I'm going to mention is something that I mentioned in my 2 to 4 year old type gift guide, because really everyone in our home plays with this, and that is just like a little pretend puppy house. I shared in my last video that it was just one of our favorite things in our home. My older ones play with it, my younger ones play with it. They all kind of rotate who has a doghouse at some point. Someone always has it, and someone is always playing with it because they all love stuffed animals, especially their little puppy dogs. They just get really involved into different like puppy play. So I'm gonna show you the one that we have here. It's the Our Heritage brand. I think it's from the Target Little House Dolls. I ended up finding it thrifted. So if you can find it thrifted like on Mercari and eBay, a lot of the times the people that sell the little doghouse will also have like a lot of different other little accessories to go with it. So highly recommend checking that out if you want not just the puppy house, but a lot of other little things to go with that. Next thing that they had circled are Bible covers, like personalized Bible covers, or personalized as far as like to their personality. But my son had highlighted this dark green Bible cover with little pockets on it, and it had a little compass. So definitely like an outdoor little adventure Bible cover. And then my daughter highlighted the pink and purple butterfly one with the handles. So I thought these were darling, and those will probably be for sure one of their little Christmas gifts this year. So my son and daughter love doing everything together, and I love that so much. So the next handful of items are actually things that I kind of selected that I think that they would love, but they are also things that they've either kind of been interested in or they've asked for throughout the year, and it's always like, well, let's wait until maybe Christmas for the bigger items. And so these are the things that I'm going to be sharing with you as far as being like some of my top picks for that adventurous, like outdoor loving type personality. But the first one is something called a snake scope. It's a little camera with a tube on it, and I think there's a little camera at the end so you can put it underwater and see what's underwater on your screen, and you can see like what's under the dirt, really wherever you want. So it's a snake scope, so it can go where you cannot go, so you can see what's underneath the water and underneath anything you want to look at. I thought they would both love this, especially since they both love observing anything outdoors, and I thought it would be right up their alley. Another thing that I have on this list is night vision binoculars. They have some like toy binoculars, then they have an upgrade of like just binoculars that work, but maybe not the best quality. Then they have a nice pair of binoculars. However, I might end up getting them a night pair because with it being winter and it getting dark a lot sooner, I think it'd be really fun to like turn off all the lights and see what they see outside in the winter. Like what is wildlife doing outdoors in the backyard when it's freezing outside. So the next thing that I know they would probably both love, and we saw this at, I want to say in Virginia when we were there this past year. We were on the beach and we saw someone with a metal detector, and they just lit up at the fact that they could hunt for little treasures with this contraption. And so I thought, how fun would it be to get them their own metal detector? And I think that they would just genuinely love this so much. I think they would just be thrilled with a metal detector. I know that's probably a random and strange gift, but I really genuinely think they would just love it. So the next thing on the list is something called camo netting, and this is what it is. It's just a camo net, and they'll just throw it on whatever it is that they want to. So we also have this thing, and I'm gonna put this on the list too and insert a picture. We also have sticklets, and these are little contraptions that kind of hold sticks together. So it gives you the ability to build like a freestanding teepee or a stick fort. But if you have little ones that love playing with either sticks or free playing outdoors, sticklets are a wonderful gift. I will go ahead and say they're not that cheap. However, we use them all of the time in the summer, especially, and in the fall when there's just a lot of sticks in the yard. It's just a wonderful way to spark that imaginative play, to get their creativity flowing, because if you have quite a handful of them, you can make a very large stick fort. Another one that I did mention in my 2- and 4-year-old video, and that is something that we are getting our kids for Christmas, and that is the Yodo Mini. Again, as I mentioned in that last video, I heard about this first from Hannah Olsen. Highly recommend, again, checking out her gift guide videos, and especially her videos on the Yodos. But with the Yodo Mini, I also got the bundle of the Boxcar Children audiobooks with the card, like on the cards, and then the Anne of Green Gables ones. And we'll see if there's any other like Black Friday sales or anything like that to add to that. But those are the 3 actual Yodo type things that we already did purchase for sure for Christmas this year. Another thing that I have on my list of things that I know that my kiddos would love, and that is actual real life campfire accessories and tools. We love doing campfires, especially in the summer, but more often probably in the fall because of those chilly nights. It's just so fun and cozy to sit around outside. And so in October, we're like every other night, I feel like, out there by the fire. So something I thought that they would love, and something that even in the winter when they want to go make a fire for fun, like in the middle of the day, I wanted to get these little popcorn poppers, and I thought this would be so much fun to let them experience making popcorn over a campfire. So I thought that would just be a really, really fun gift idea, and I know it's something that they would just both love. So my little ones, as I already mentioned, love stuffed animals. They get involved in their imaginative stuffed animal play every single morning. So our morning routine is after breakfast, they go play underground stuffies, as they call it, on our bed, and they dive underneath the covers and they play with all of their stuffed animals. That is quite literally what they do every single morning of the week. They barely miss a day when it comes to playing stuffies. So the animals that they had their heart set on is, my daughter circled a skunk. She wants this little baby skunk. She already has a large skunk, so she wants the little baby one to go with the mommy. so she wants a little baby stuffy skunk. And then my son had his eye on a little stuffed snake or another little lizard or bearded dragon. So a lot of those are definitely unique animals, but they are out there. So I was excited about those and thought that was just way too cute. Another thing that my son specifically highlighted in the Rainbow catalog, that is the nature tubies. These are like those little tubes of little nature animals. If you are new around here, my son has his own little soft shell turtle pet, and it's really hard to find anything soft shell related. So the other day I was actually asking him what would his dream like stuffed animal be, trying to get ideas, you know? And he's like, well, it would definitely be a soft shell turtle, but a soft shell turtle stuffy does not exist. And I'm like, well, that is very true. It's hard to find things with soft shell turtles. With all that being said, these little nature tubies that Rainbow had, one of them had a soft shell turtle in it, and that was the one that they put in their catalog. And that is the one that he was like, that is just like my dream. Found another soft turtle, shell turtle like figurine. He has another set, and I'll picture it up here as well. And it has like a set of 3 turtles, and one of them is a soft shell. But apart from a couple of little play sets like that, we don't really see any other soft shell things. So it's definitely more of a rare species, I believe. But he loves it and would love anything soft shell. So if you know of any soft shell turtle type toys, link them down below for me so I can take a look at them. So the next thing I have here are things to do outdoor books and like how to play in the woods books. Both of these books right here are wonderful. They're actually ones that we own, and I highly recommend, especially as your kiddos are starting to actually read more independently. This is a wonderful thing to where if it's a summer day or even a fall day or even a winter day, because in these books here, they have all kinds of activities to do year round. It's not just like the summer outdoor play, it's also the cold weather stuff too. What I like using this for is on a day where they might not want to go outside because it's cold, and if it's not like freezing cold, I'd be like, that's it's okay. We're gonna bundle up anyway, and we're gonna go outside together and just like spend some time outside. But these books are wonderful because it gives them a little bit of a jump start in picking something to do. And what I found is having a guide that lets them kind of pick and choose what to do. They can kind of start it, and then they just like go off and do their own imaginative play by jump starting with a planned activity, if that makes sense. But I love these books. They can grab them whenever they do want to find something to do. And I found it really has helped their imagination, their creativity. And it might help on those days where it's a little less exciting and get them outside and just enjoying just everything that the outdoors provides. So the next two things are things that I did share in my last gift guide video, and that is Magnetiles and the little hot balls. I shared in my last video that I had this little bouncy horse for my toddler, and I also shared that I would be getting the little hot balls for my older kids. And I am so excited about these. So excited because I cannot wait to see them all like bouncing around the kitchen island. I think they are going to love it. I think it is one of the most cutest things to see my little 2-year-old hop down the hallway on her little bouncy horse. It's just so cute. I love it. I love it so much. So I'm excited about getting the balls. They do have, I'll show you the ones I got here. I actually got a bumblebee one. I think it's a bee, yeah. And then I just got my daughter a pink one because I knew she would love that one. So I'm gonna get those two. And then for my 4-year-old, I have a smaller version of one of these balls as well. So I'm really excited to have those be kind of like our indoor recreation kind of activity thing, especially for the longer winter months. So I have one last thing on here, and this is also an item that I heard about from Hannah Olsen, and that is, I wanna say the brand is Clixos. I could be saying it wrong, but these are little flexible magnetic pieces that you can build things with. And I ended up already getting the Mars Rover ones for my son. It was a Black Friday deal that I already got, and I'm almost thinking about getting the ocean one. I'm not sure. They are pretty pricey. So I think I might end up just sticking with the vehicle one because I know my son will adore that. See how he likes it, see what other things he can do with it, and then we'll go from there. And then if he does want or is interested in another set, we can think about that, but then also add into the collection for like birthdays and then, you know, things like that. So I was really excited about this just because I really think it's something so unique, and I haven't really seen anything like this on the market. At least that I'm aware of, or I'm just not familiar with everything that's out there, right? So I'm excited about that. I think that was, again, everything on my list. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the things that we either own, things that just are making my 7 and 9-year-old talk a lot about, things that they just like lit up about. It's really everything on this list they just love, and everything is so unique and perfect for their personalities. And that's why I love giving them a physical catalog and letting them circle all the things, because I get to see their personality shine. And I love that because I feel like whenever they circle everything and you're like, yeah, I knew that they would probably pick that. It's just different, you know. It's so fun to see really their hearts, even though that sounds something like so crazy coming from like just circling a catalog, but it's really fun to genuinely see what they're really loving right now. And this was that. Anyways, my next two videos, and I'm not sure which order they're gonna come out in yet. It depends on which one I get edited first, honestly. But I have a gift guide video for stocking stuffers where I'm trying to keep everything consumable, to be honest. So project-based and then under $10. And then I'll show you a little bit about what we're actually doing with our kiddos for stockings this year. And then I have a video with thrifted things that we got our kids for Christmas. And then I also have a video of what we actually got them for Christmas when it comes to like the newer items. That's what we have planned for the upcoming video. And one of you guys actually did suggest on my last video to film a video on like me specifically, or like maybe a mom type gift guide. So I might end up doing that if I have time to get that up before the holidays here. So that is everything that I have planned. Again, I thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. And until my next video, you guys have a wonderful day wherever you're doing, and God bless.